When it comes to sports, most of us cheer from the sidelines, but what if you could actually be a part of the game? Players TV is an athlete and fan-owned global media company, and it's changing the way fans connect with their favorite athletes. And here to tell us so much more about Players TV is co-founder Deron Guidrey. Good morning to you.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, so glad to have you. I was just talking with you right before this saying, my goodness, I've never seen an athlete slash fan-owned TV corporation in general. And so for people who may be new to the concept, what exactly is Players TV and how is it different from traditional sports media?
Great question. So Players TV is the first ever athlete-owned media network. And what that means is our goal is to launch the first ever network where athletes can share their lifestyle, culture, content, their interests. Like we have athletes doing cooking shows, we have athletes doing reality shows, travel shows, bringing you that same content in a much more humanized way from an athlete standpoint.
So it's not to connect.
Yeah, so it's not athletes doing sports stuff, it's athletes doing lifestyle and culture stuff.
Okay, so they're just like us type of situation.
Exactly.
I like that. I like that. Now, what inspired you to get into this? Because you told me 20 years ago you were in the TV industry. Is that what kick-started it? Tell me more.
Well, I think what happened was, so I worked at a TV station in East Texas called KLTV, and I worked on a teleprompter, and I got fired in 10 days because I messed up on a live teleprompter. So 20 years later, I was able to have this vision of seeing athletes creating their own production companies, and I was saying, well, they're lacking distribution. So I said, well, we can create the first ever athlete network that's on DirecTV, Fubo, YouTube TV sports package, many other platforms, Fire TV, as a 24/7 channel where fans can now watch that content 24/7 of their favorite athletes beyond the game, beyond the uniform.
You know what? You saw a need and you filled it, but also on top of that, I mean, this idea really goes into what the next level is to TV, right? Because everybody says it every day, is cable going to survive? And you've already stepped into that streaming space. So, okay, we're looking at the next Netflix or something, you guys, but for sports, come on now, we're speaking into existence because of the simple fact that Players TV reaches more than 300 million households at this point now, which is incredible. And so what do you think has really fueled that success? Why are people so interested?
Well, I think that, people see the athletes like playing the game, but they didn't have access to them beyond the game. And now we have social media. You're now able to see these athletes that they love shoes, they love shopping, they love traveling, they love fashion. But what if we can bring that content in a much more digestible way, in a relatable way, and bringing those fans and the athletes together in a much more humanized way.
Yes, and you know what it sounds like to me? Just a more professional version of YouTube, getting to see what they're like behind the scenes, right? Or whatever, getting to see, like you said, fashion, cooking, all the things that they don't necessarily dabble in when they're on the field or on the court. Now, you're partnered with, crazy giants in the sports game. Chris Paul, Travis Kelce, our own Kyrie Irving, Carmelo Anthony. I want to go back to Travis Kelce because he just got engaged.
Yes, he did.
Did you see the ring?
I did. I couldn't afford it, but he did. He did.
So good. Okay, so what has been their reaction to owning part of this media space?
Well, I think athletes want ownership now, not endorsementship anymore. The days of signing endorsement deals are great, but I think guys and gals want ownership now. Yeah. And for us, it's important to have them at the table, and being able to build this company with us, and seeing Travis Kelce getting engaged to a Swift,
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift, yes. So it's amazing, and I think that it just shows that I think it did over like 30-40 million impressions that
seriously, she posted it in 10 minutes and it got 1 million likes just in the first 10 minutes. So you know what? The fact that they can do that together and have that star power together, and the fact, like you said, they want to have ownership, and so they want to tell their own stories. And I think social media is definitely moving in that direction. Instagram, Snapchat, where you can control the narrative, and that's what I think most celebrities want, is to be able to say their piece. So
and our locally owned Kyrie Irving, he's our chief visionary officer.
Oh, very good.
Players TV. So,
very good. Well, Kyrie has his hand in literally everything. Exactly. Okay, so you say thousands of fans are invested in Players TV. So can you touch on how fans can have a piece of the pie, how they can even maybe become part owner? Yeah,
so what we did was, it was important for the fans to be able to have some fractional ownership in Players TV, and our athletes were like, hey, let's have fans be owners in the company with us. And so what we did was, we allowed fans as little as couple thousands of dollars to be fractional owners in the company. So so now the company is owned by 70+ athletes and more than 2,000 fan owners.
That is amazing. Oh, keep growing, keep expanding. Tell me, where can people find so much more if they want to get involved?
You go to PlayersTV.com, and then also you can look us up on DirecTV, YouTube TV, Fubo, Philo.
You're everywhere.
Everywhere, yeah.
Congratulations
Thank
to
you so much for having
My
me.
goodness, thanks for being
Yeah,
here this
thank you.
morning, Deron. My gosh.